Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Bones and Cooks the World. I'm in Italy. My granny was from Italy. She used to make pasta every Saturday for me. Today I've got Linguine Pomodoro. It's an Italian family, been making spaghetti and pasta since the 1880s. So I'm going to use that, and it's Linguine Pomodoro. But my granny's wee tweaks and that in it. I'm hungry, I'm looking forward to it. Pasta gives me energy. So here we go. Out a packet like this, which is 500 grams. You should get 4 good portions for 4 people. So I'm going to quickly take that. My granny always put a bay leaf in her water. It just gives the pasta, even if you were to stuffing it with butter, salt and pepper, it gives the pasta a background flavour, the fresh bay leaf. Try and get one grow in your garden. Next thing, into the boiling water. Spread it around, enough for 1 portion. Put some salt in there. As usual, I've got my smoked salt. No oil. The oil to me in my career has never done anything. It does float to the top. The secret to unsticking your pasta is give it 1, 2 or 3 stirs. Once it gets going, it's flattened out and kind of taking the water on, softened off a bit. Give it a minute, stir it again. Then another minute, stir it again. All it is when the pasta sticks is the starch connecting to the other piece of pasta and it binds. So a couple of stirs, brand new. And screw it, yeah, there we go. Some nice olive oil. And then what I want to do is just get some garlic in. My granny used to do it in chunky slices. So that's what I'm doing. Probably a bit thinner, I think. I like garlic. It's meant to be good for your heart and meant to be good for you. I think it's an antiseptic, antibiotic, it's antiviral. So pan's on, get my garlic in. I just want to give this 3-4 minutes till it's just cooked out, takes the rawness off of it. I've got pomodoro, cherry tomatoes. It's a quick and easy go for. I get them at the local shops and supermarkets in Britain. They're beautiful, juicy, they burst with juice. Quick and easy sauce, that's ready to go. Now back to the pasta. Just give it a quick stir again. As I say, that just separates the pasta out, you don't need your oil. Got some of your beautiful oil in here. I'll quite happily use that spoon. So we're getting that going. The garlic's starting to cook, you can smell it now. There's loads of different things you can do. Get my butter out. I like to have butter. Finish it with some butter. So, garlic's gently frying. I just want to cook it. You can smell the flavour profile changing already. And my granny always put a wee bit of caraway in her sugos or tomatoes, so half a teaspoon of caraway, just get the flavour coming out of that. I don't want the garlic brown or that, I just want it cooked slightly tender. Yeah. So get a bit of butter in there. These are herbs out of the garden. Thyme. Fresh thyme out of the garden. Goes nice with the butter. Everything's coming together in there. That'll just get the natural oils out of it. Put that to the side now. If you hear, that's the seeds starting to burst. The caraway seeds, and now, quick and easy this. In with the tomatoes. Brings all the flavour out. As I say, I like to come home as a chef and just try and get meals done quickly. But I do have a passion, because I'm a chef, I like to make it taste really good. Just go and check the pasta again. The pasta's al dente. On the packets, could say 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Word of advice is maybe a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes before check a piece of pasta. There's a few different methods. One is throwing it on the wall. If it sticks, it's ready. Strain it. The other one's take it out, have a bite yourself, taste it. If it's up to what you want, remember it'll cook for another minute when you're putting it through your sauce and everything. So I'm going for a quick taste at the beginning. They're beautiful, these cherry tomatoes. Taste the thyme, the caraway and the garlic already. Right, I have some fennel herb here. It grows quite well in my garden. The rabbits don't get that, but they did get my basil this year. So I'll just give it a wee light wash. And I'll chop that. I've also got fresh chives to the garden. I'll chop them as well. Fresh herbs. Nature's produce. You do get nice Italian sausages which have fennel seeds and that through it. I like the flavour of the fennel. It goes well with the tomatoes. So the sauce is thickening up. It's got some flavours in there at the moment. Once we get some fatty cheese in there, it'll make a difference. So just going to throw that in now. Just give it a wee shuffle about and let the flavours flood out. I like black pepper. Get some of that in there so the oil comes out. The pieces of black pepper, fresh ground's the best. You get the oil coming out of the peppercorns once you grind them. But use what you have. Oh, it could be pizza, it could be anything I'm cooking. Right, I'll just check my pasta. Take a bit out. Needs another 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Get some of my parmesan grated now. I love pastas and that. I miss my granny, but dishes like this just bring the memories flooding back, the flavours. Some of the things my granny made. To me, that's what food's about. Food's about memories, and enjoy it. What to do if you've got recipes, write them in a wee book that you keep. Tweak them if you like, or maybe speak to your family and get the family recipes written down. It'll make you feel good. I want basil as well. I did try growing that this year, but the rabbits got to it. So I'll try again next year. This is this basil for the shops. I've got my cheese ready, my sauce is coming together, my pasta's 3 or 4 minutes. I'm just gently ripping this. As I said, this is what a beautiful, lush, tangy, slightly acidic pasta pomodoro with the fresh herbs right out the garden. When you're tasting it, maybe you could believe you've been in Italy. So another 2-3 minutes. We'll have another recheck. One more minute. I'm just going to turn my sauce down now. I'm happy it's condensing. That'll bind to the pasta. Have a wee taste of it. Oh wow, wee bit of salt. I'm using my smoked salt. Maldon smoked salt available online. We're nearly ready to go. Spoon and a fork, that's how we used to eat with linguine and with spaghetti and stuff. Try and have a passion for food. Sometimes you go, I've got to cook food. If you cook it and it tastes amazing, you put your heart into it and you thought a wee bit about it, the effort is taken in by the people that are eating it. So that's amazing. So the sauce is tightened up, it's got a nice glossy citrus flavour. The tomatoes are just ready to burst, that's why I find these products good. I'm happy now, I know that's going to be ready. It's got a background hint of the bay leaves in it. Over there, 1, 2, 3, into there a wee bit pasta water. Just to finish off. I shall turn that gas off. There's the linguine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm with my basil, I'm with my pasta, chuck the bay leaf in there. God, I'm starving. Just give it a nice bind around. Because you've reduced the sauce a wee bit, it starts clinging to the linguine. Oh, this tastes amazing. I'll take that out now, you'll have a slight background to the linguine or any pasta if you put bay leaves into it. It's beautiful. And as I say, if you're making simple buttered pasta, salt, black pepper, and you've got with butter, and you've got that hint in the background of the bay leaf, it's beautiful. Go in with my parmigiano, give it another stir around. Now I'm waiting for the memories here. I'm quite happy, don't need to add any pasta water. Got my wee tasting spoon. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just get onto there. Let's build it a wee bit. I'm starving. Pile it on. You can taste the basil, the zesty tomatoes. Doesn't know what was come off. I should have used tongs like I do in the restaurants. I've got some for later on. As I say, it's a good meal. Get some of them on the top. Some of the cherry tomatoes that just burst in your mouth. I'll come back for that later. If not, I can keep it for tomorrow, for breakfast or lunch. Get over there with some more parmesan. Fresh parmesan, dried parmesan. If you don't have it, just use any cheese that you like. If you want, you could put some chili oil over the top of it, make it more like that arrabbiata. I'm going to go into some more black pepper because that's what I do. And I forgot to put butter in, so I'll just add a few doddles on there. My butter at the end just gives it a nice glossy coating. Got a new tooth, that over there, that can melt for later. And then, because I have it, I will just put a little bit of basil oil on. And there you go, there's some of my granny's pasta pomodoro. The basil oil is made with olive oil, so we used to come up, you get your spoon, a wee bit of pasta, then twirl it. I can smell this, it's amazing. Let's go. Mix that butter through a bit. It's quite hot there at first. Oh, I've been waiting on this all day. No meat in it. No, it's a cheap and filling food. You could add anything to it. Anything you had, ham, bacon, anything you want. That's amazing. The tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, just burst open. It could have been fresh cherry tomatoes. Give it a try yourself. Have fun, don't be scared. Come back, I'm going to do all the other pastas that I've eaten over the years and cooked. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share the channel, share the recipes, share the love at Bonesy Cooks the World. Thanks for watching.